Hey, what's up, everybody? So today, what I want to talk about is, getting to closing. So in a transaction, once you go under contract, what is the goal at that point? Well, the goal, of course, is to make it to closing, and that's good for everybody. It's good for you. You get paid. The other agent, they get paid. It's good for the buyer. They are going to end up living in their favorite house. They get the keys to it when they sign those papers. And then the seller, they get their money. They're able to move on with their plans. So I can't think of any other outcome once you go under contract other than getting to closing. And sometimes some things go wrong. I'm in the middle of a little dispute on the earnest money in one of my deals. And this has kind of made me think about, in the future when situations come up, whether it's the due diligence period is coming to an end, the appraisal contingency, the financing contingency, it's me making sure that I'm doing everything possible to make sure that these contingencies are what happens within those contingency periods needs to happen. And if it doesn't, I need to be extremely proactive with the other agent to make sure that we don't wind up in a situation to where we could not be going to closing, and on the other hand, we're in some dispute which nobody wants to be in, and it's a big waste of time and money. And if it escalates to the point where it does need to go to court, then the only people that win are the attorneys. So when we go under contract, there's one thing to worry about, it's closing. So whether you're on the listing side or the buying side, you still need to be mindful, even as the listing agent, that buyer is meeting their deadlines, and the due diligence, the inspection items, those are all agreed upon. You're ready to move forward, that the appraisal is going to be done and back. And if it's not going to be back in time, hey, well, what do we need to do? Do you need to send me a termination? Because we don't want to have some big dispute later on. So being proactive with that other agent, you may think that, hey, well, why am I worried about, what that buyer is going to do? I should be worrying about my client. Well, this is worrying about your client and their best interest, because their best interest is to get the house sold, make sure you end up at closing, and not worrying about collecting some earnest money. So I hope this helps you out here, because the whole goal is closing, and we just have to be reasonable and manage the transaction to make sure we do get to closing, and that all the deadlines are met, and that we have a good record of everything that happened, and so that we can feel good that we did all we could do. We were proactive to make sure that the transaction didn't go off the rails and wind up in a dispute. So I appreciate you watching this. If there's ever anything I can help you with, give me a call, 678-761-2493. Hit me up on Facebook, and make sure you hit that subscribe button. Thanks. Have an awesome day.